For topic 3.1, SQL fundamentals, data definition language, and constraints, I'll be going over my W3 schools progress, and then we'll do two exercises and finish up with some data definition language in SQL Server. As you can see, my W3 schools SQL is all finished. I've completed 100% of it with 64 lessons and 300 exercises complete. We'll go ahead and jump into exercise one. And that's the question about SQL primary keys. How many primary key constraints can a table have? If we know anything about primary keys, that would only be one per table. My next question will be about SQL check. Which SQL statement correctly creates a check constraint on the age column to ensure it is greater than or equal to 18? That would be our second answer here. Alter table persons, add check, and then you can tell that's greater than or equal to 18. That's a syntax question. Okay, jumping into SQL Server, we'll learn a little bit about data definition language. Data definition language is used to define or modify the structure of a database. We'll be using DDL today to define tables, columns, primary keys, and foreign keys. So I went ahead and wrote out the drop table if exists. And that just means that if these tables already exist in the database, that these tables will be dropped and they will be recreated as I've written them out. So first we'll create the student table, and that will be created with what I put as SID. That will be designated as the primary key. The primary key is used to ensure data entry is unique and it cannot be null. Primary keys create relationships with other tables. This helps to ensure that this is a perfectly working relational database. Um, so when we go ahead and create this table called class, it will also have a primary key, but this time it'll be the CID. So the CID or the class ID is going to be our second primary key used in this DDL example. And you can see by default, I went ahead and set the class size to 1. This means that each class will have one student in it if no value is provided. Finishing up, you can see that I've went ahead and created a composite primary key out of using both the SID and the CID. So not only are they composite primary keys for the table enrollment, they're also foreign keys. The SID and the CID separately are foreign keys that reference the student and the class tables respectively. So the foreign keys are used to associate tables and create a relationship with its respective parent table. These foreign keys are used to link data from the child tables to the values in the parent table. If I go ahead and run the DDL, we'll go ahead and kind of see what that looks like. So when we go to the Object Explorer and look at some of the tables that it's created, you'll see the tables come up with the corresponding keys. This is exactly how we use DDL when we're working with constraints.